The most difficult thing after Cornerstone.
Either one you first.
Yeah, so Joe and I've had this conversation. This program can create new codependencies if you let it. What I mean by that is we come into this bubble, the world keeps spinning, and when we come out of it, the puzzle pieces don't fit back together again. The world has continued to roll on, and we have been changing. And that can create as much withdrawal and grieving as when we came into the program from the world that we thought we knew. And it can be debilitating. And so, it's the trick is, how do we make recovery part of our life, but not our life?
Yeah, to me, I've had a hard time transitioning out of the program. As you can tell, I'm still here. Really, I've been part of the program since 2016, so I don't know if I hold that record, but I moved back to Colorado in an area that doesn't really understand recovery and no recovery, and I just thought, okay, I can start connecting and building a community there. And I was doing some stuff, but nothing was really coming together. And then, my son was out, active in his addiction for over 2.5 years, and he called for help. And I took him to Colorado thinking we could help him there, and it didn't work. So, and part of the reason is we didn't have a community and just a structure. And then my son and I both decided we would come back to Houston where we had connections and we knew a community that could help, and we could start engaging ourselves. So even after I've awakened the program, I still came back, and then also because I do want a community, I really have built an online community, and then really hounded and Joe to come and be part of that, and then now people are benefiting from across the country from what he teaches in his program. Because when I got out there outside of the world of Cornerstone, I realized how privileged we are to be part of this program, and that people really don't know like basic concepts of recovery, or they kind of have a different idea, and maybe some of those ideas work, maybe they don't, but we do. There's such a foundation and a structure here, and there's something very special here. So, the 12th step is to spread the word and do service. So that's the best thing I can say to you. If you are having a hard time transitioning out, just start creating outside of this community and spread what you've learned here to other parents, because they are very hungry for it. So, yeah, I'm grateful. And I know that if and I am moving back to Colorado in just a few more weeks again, and if I need to come back and connect with the community, and when I come visit, I'll be calling and saying I want to come to hot yoga. I know I will. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep making the decisions to take care of me. And if that means, Joe might say, okay, you've showed up here like 5 times, you just need to go. Like, if he says that, then that's it.
Never gonna say that.
I've got him plugged into so many people around the country, so I've got a hold of him a little bit. So I'm not letting him go. So join us on Wednesday evenings once you awaken.
Yeah.
We would love to have your input, and you will be connected from other families that will just greatly benefit from your experiences. Yeah.
Yeah. Well said. What's been the most difficult thing after Cornerstone?
As a teen, so hopefully by the time you awaken, or even if you're transitioning out, you have a solid support group outside of, Cornerstone, because it's very easy to get yourself into a bubble where, all you talk to is Cornerstone, all you do is Cornerstone. It does take up a lot of time, and it's difficult when you have this set routine. Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm at Satellite, I got the meetings, and then on Saturday or Friday, I got guys night, Saturday, I got the meeting, got the function, like I'm busy, and then the only off days I'm working or school, and then all of a sudden, it's like you just got a 40-hour work week just completely dropped. So it's very easy to kind of just like lose a sense of purpose whenever you leave. And having an established community outside of this group is super important. And honestly, like, I didn't have that great of a community when I left. Like, I struggled for the first few months trying to find, like, one, what to do with my time. I mean, I kind of just worked a bunch, and that was all right for a little bit, but I didn't really feel like I had much purpose when I left, because I felt like I made a huge impact when I was here, when I was, a client, and then all of a sudden that's not around, and I didn't want to continue coming to Cornerstone every day, because that's, pretty unhealthy to just never leave, never move on. And so, I had to go look for something that gave me that same sense of purpose. And eventually I found something, and like, I'm super, super grateful that I have it. But that was definitely the hardest thing, was like working with not having a routine anymore, not having the same routine. Like, it really is like a 40-hour work week that just like frees up on your schedule when you're a kid in Cornerstone, even if you're a parent too. So finding something to do with my time, and finding that support group, the people around it. And I think that's what's also important, like with parents, is that when your kid does leave Cornerstone or awakens Cornerstone, like, kind of being on them, be like, dude, you've been at home for 2 days, not doing anything. Like, you need to get out. Like, we can take you to a meeting or something. That's something that, like, my parents help with. Like, okay, what's the plan with school? What's the plan with work? What's the plan with, like, what are you doing? We need to move. So that's my answer.
Cool.